there's one thing we've come to expect from Tudor, it's that they do the unexpected. You never can quite predict what they're going to come out with, and if you try, you're probably going to be wrong. And this most recent release, I think, is a really good example of that. This is the Tudor Black Bay 54 Lagoon Blue. So this is the first follow-up to the Black Bay 54 model from a few years ago. A super popular model. This is my personal watch. It's my favorite Tudor I think they've ever released. It's just the most wearable, excellent little dive watch that I think you can get at the price point. And obviously it's got those classic Submariner looks. And this one, pays close tribute to a watch from 1954, hence the name Black Bay 54. But perhaps the best thing about it's really the size. It's 37 millimeters. It's like under 12 millimeters thick. It's just like such an easy watch to wear. So what are they going to do with it next? People always want a dark blue model, or maybe a monochrome model, or a white dial. Instead, they dropped this. And I mean, I never ever would have thought that this would be the Tudor watch that I would be talking about today. So the Lagoon Blue has this sort of light crystalline blue dial, definitely a trendy kind of color we've seen over the last few years, definitely reminiscent of the blue of a certain very large, well-known jewelry house, but it's widely used. Tudor uses similar kind of turquoises on some of their other watches. It's summery, it's a little garish. It's certainly a color that catches the eye, but for the first time they actually added texture to it, and not the kind of texture you might expect from a sister brand of Rolex, which is known for like linen dials and things like that. Instead, you have this kind of fine little speckly dial, which it's a little hard to describe. It gives it sort of a glittery essence to it. It's neither gloss nor matte. It's different, and like I said, it's not something we've seen from Tudor before. So a lot of unexpected details here. And what did they pair that with? A fully polished steel bezel. So it's all around just like a really different aesthetic style. Here you have vintage, here you have fashion, pure and simple to me. Now what's sort of interesting about what they're doing with this is how they're positioning it. And, I think this speaks to Tudor trying to broaden their customer base somewhat. While I think their watches are generally always unisex, particularly this watch being the size it is at 37, they definitely made a watch that's leaning a little bit more feminine, and I think that is backed by the marketing campaign, the imagery that they sent over for press release, things like that. It's not exclusively for women. They do show it on men, and I have actually already know several men who have bought this watch because it has that real Miami Vice summer vibe kind of thing going for it. But I do think they're trying to broaden their Black Bay market to more women, and particularly ones maybe looking for something with more color rather than the kind of classic, more austere look of the traditional Tool Submariner kind of style. What really excites me about this watch, though, is less what's going on here and more what's going on here. So for the first time, we have a 5-link style bracelet here versus the riveted kind of oyster style here. I like the riveted oyster style. I know it's a little controversial. The rivets don't do anything. It's got a step taper. People, I think you either love it or hate it kind of a thing. I'm in the camp of loving it because it's not something you see very often, and I think it just kind of works with the overall style. But if I were to get a different bracelet for it, it would certainly be this. So like other 5-link bracelets of the style, you just have this really kind of silky motion to it. So these are just incredibly comfortable bracelets. Here they have it with a polished center link, so it adds a little bling. Obviously that plays off of the mirror polished steel bezel here. It looks really good on this watch, and I would 100% want to put it on this watch, but rumor has it you can't get it. Which, if that's true, I am certainly disappointed by, because it's something I would like, and I think it's a great way to breathe new life into a watch you've had for a while. This bracelet, though, once again, it has the T-fit clasp on it like you'd expect. So it's got all the modern trappings that we expect from the Tudors. So here it is, the second Black Bay 54. Are we going to get another Black Bay 54 anytime soon? I kind of doubt it, but going back to my opening statement, whatever I think is probably wrong. I would love to see a little bit more variation here, some more kind of classic styles to it. But what I do really like about this watch is the imagination. I do like that Tudor is trying new things and that they're willing to really break from the norm, perhaps, with the Black Bay format, which has been so classically vintage styled, and just do something kind of radical. This may be, if it reminds me of any other watch they've made, it is the Black Bay 58 Silver, which was an altogether shocking watch, with a sports watch with a silver case. I don't think anyone knew what to make of that at the time, and now I think looking back, it was an incredibly daring release for them, and just a really kind of a fun sort of blip in their history. Will they make a lot of silver watches? It doesn't seem like it. Will they make a lot of watches that look like this? TBD. But if you've been on the fence about a Black Bay 54 and you are looking for a really summery watch to go, I don't know, I just think of Sonny Crockett and his white kind of linen blazer wearing this sort of thing. This is definitely the Black Bay that perhaps you have been waiting for. One last thing, it is priced at $4,350, so still under $5K. That seems reasonable at this point for what we'd expect from Tudor. Still the same in-house movement chronometer spec. They haven't gone to the master chronometer yet, which doesn't surprise me, as I think that would be a bit of a jump up from the current 54. But you still have this incredibly solid movement, silicone escapement and everything in there. So yeah, once again, here you go. Bright summer blue, Lagoon Blue Black Bay 54. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Check out wornandwound.com daily for more reviews and news about watches, and I'll see you next time.